Recently, Lisa Manoban, global superstar, member of BLACKPINK, and global ambassador of Louis Vuitton, returned to Korea after a breathtaking series of performances in Bangkok. But the atmosphere surrounding her arrival felt different this time. There was something in the air, a quiet intensity, a sense that the story didn't end with the final note of the concert. Instead, it felt like something new was just beginning. At Incheon Airport, the terminal lights reflected softly off the glass as fans waited, some holding banners, some simply standing in silence, just wanting to see her. When Lisa appeared, she didn't need to say anything. The moment she stepped forward, the crowd reacted, not with chaos, but with, "There's a kind of presence some people have." The kind that isn't loud yet shifts the energy of a room. Lisa has mastered that presence. Calm, warm, effortlessly magnetic. Her look was relaxed, modest, thoughtful, intentionally simple. And yet, everything about it reminded the world why luxury brands trust her image. She doesn't need extravagant styling to create impact. The impact is her. But while the moment was beautiful, there was also a question that many fans whispered, softly, curiously, almost like a secret. A question that had already begun trending online before she even stepped through arrivals. Where is Frédéric Arnault? Now, to be clear, we are not here to make assumptions, claims, or declarations. We are not here to put labels on things that are private. But what we can discuss is perception, timing, and conversation. Because in the world of culture, perception is currency. Ever since various public appearances and event overlaps sparked discussions, Lisa and Frédéric Arnault have become a recurring topic across social media. Not because anyone confirmed anything, but because the imagery, the atmosphere, and the timing left the internet with questions. And the internet doesn't let go of questions easily. So when Lisa arrived in Korea alone this time, after a performance that drew global attention, fans noticed the absence, or rather, the silence. And silence can sometimes speak louder than any public statement. Meanwhile, luxury industry analysts discuss something else, the brand narrative surrounding all of this. Remember, Lisa BLACKPINK has long been a key figure in Louis Vuitton's global positioning. And the Arnault family, including Frédéric Arnault, stands at the core of one of the most powerful luxury empires on earth. When names of this magnitude appear in the same timeline, of course discussions happen. It's natural. But again, attention doesn't mean confirmation. It means curiosity. As Lisa walked through the arrival hall, the cameras didn't just capture her face or her outfit, they captured the story. The story of a woman who navigates fame with discipline, elegance, and remarkable emotional control. There was no rush, no performance, just presence. That level of control is a sign of someone who understands her value, not just as an artist, but as a brand, a cultural force, a living symbol. People often forget, the entertainment industry is not just about music. It's strategy, it's image, it's timing, it's anticipation. And Lisa, whether consciously or intuitively, knows how to build anticipation better than almost anyone in the global idol world today. As the footage of her arrival spread, comments poured across platforms. Some praised her glow, her calm energy, her maturity. Others noted that something about her felt different, not changed, but evolved. As if the stage in Bangkok was not just a performance, but a transition point. And this brings us to the midpoint of the story, the part where everything becomes more interesting. Because while fans were asking, where is Frédéric Arnault? Another question slowly formed beneath the surface. What is Lisa preparing for next? Her schedule after Bangkok has been kept remarkably quiet. Almost strategically quiet. No major announcements. No sudden reveals. Just movement. Travel. Silence. And in the world of international stardom, silence is rarely accidental. Silence is preparation. People who operate at the level Lisa does don't move randomly. They move in arcs. They move with long-term vision. And when a brand ambassador enters a new phase, their public visibility shifts to match the narrative being constructed behind the scenes. This is where the conversation shifts from personality to power. Because luxury branding is not about logos or clothes, it's about storytelling. It's about creating a world only a few can enter, but everyone can dream about. And Lisa has become one of the most effective storytellers in the fashion world, even without speaking. Which brings us back, softly, elegantly, to Frédéric Arnault. Not as a claim, not as a narrative of romance, but as a figure who exists within the same cultural orbit. A name whose presence, even when absent, remains part of the conversation. Sometimes, the most powerful influence is the one that doesn't need to be seen. And that is why this moment is so captivating. Not because answers were given, but because none were. The story breathes in the space between what is known and what is imagined. As Lisa moves forward, whether in music, fashion, or something entirely new, one thing is certain. She is not simply participating in the industry. She is reshaping it. Quietly, gracefully, intentionally. As Lisa moves forward, whether in music, fashion, or something entirely new, one thing is certain. She is not simply participating in the industry. She is reshaping it. Quietly, gracefully, intentionally. And that's the part many people overlook. Some artists chase the spotlight, but Lisa has learned something far more powerful: how to let the spotlight chase her. She doesn't rush to announce every move or show every moment. She lets curiosity do the work. She lets silence build value. And in today's attention-driven world, silence, when used with precision, is one of the strongest strategies a public figure can have. Every time Lisa BLACKPINK steps back, engagement rises. Every absence becomes anticipation. Every reappearance becomes a cultural event. It's the same approach used by luxury houses themselves. Limit access, increase desire. Lisa has become the human version of a luxury brand. And that is rare, because influence that lasts isn't built through noise, it's built through discipline. Right now, fans, analysts, and even industry executives are watching closely. They're not just asking, what will she do next? They're asking, how big is the next chapter going to be? A potential new era of music. A deeper partnership with global fashion powerhouses. Possibly even ventures outside entertainment. Investments, creative direction, or brand ownership. Because once you reach her level, the game changes. It's no longer about being the face of a brand. It's about becoming the force behind one. So if you sense that something is coming, you're not imagining it. The energy is shifting for a reason. Lisa is moving with purpose, with patience, with the confidence of someone who is no longer proving herself, but defining herself. And when the next move arrives, it won't just make headlines. It will set the tone for the industry, and the world feels it. The shift isn't loud, but it's undeniable. Every airport arrival, every stage moment, every quiet glance becomes part of a larger narrative unfolding in real time. Lisa Manoban doesn't need to announce her next era. The anticipation itself is the announcement. The industry is holding its breath, fans are listening closely, and the momentum is already building. Something is coming, and it's going to be unforgettable. So if you felt something during her arrival, a shift, a spark, a sense of anticipation, trust that feeling. The story is not finished. In fact, it may have just begun. If you'd like to continue following this journey, every detail, every movement, every chapter, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and turn on notification bell. Stay here. Stay connected and stay watching. Because the next reveal may come quietly, just like this one. And when it does, you'll want to be here to witness it. Until then, breathe, watch, and stay curious. Because sometimes, the most important part of the story is the part we haven't seen yet.